good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me on my stream. I am Sternby, aka Kervon, and I am joined here by a woman who, for the first time in my life, is actually having dreams about me, Susan Stewart.
Hello.
Hey, Susan. Didn't know I was going to drop that one on you, huh?
I did not, but fair.
All right, you're going to have to explain it because it is actually related to what we're about to play here.
It is so much so. Oh my God. So last night, I had this incredibly stressful dream.
But what about the way? Thank you for joining Drapax.
Oh, yes. Hi,
Hello.
James. So I had this incredibly stressful dream that I was being evacuated. I don't know why. I don't remember why.
From your home? From your house?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yes.
Maybe. We don't know. Okay.
Ish. Okay.
All right.
I mean, it's a dream, so,
Yeah, it's fuzzy, right.
Yeah, dreams' relationship with facts is very tenuous at best.
Right. Okay, I won't interrupt you anymore.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. So, I forgot to mention when I mentioned this earlier, but everybody was involved with this evacuation somehow, and I remember being really annoyed with Sean for some reason because he was
Who isn't though? I mean,
he was making everything take longer. I remember. I don't know why, but he was. But anyway, so had to evacuate. You were not evacuating with us for some reason. Either you were already safe. I don't know what was going on, but I was really stressed out because I wanted to stream with you to play Riven that night. And so I needed to get somewhere where I could set up my laptop and everything. And so this whole dream, and it was a lengthy one. It wasn't a short one. It was a very long, involved one. It was just comedy of errors, but not funny at the time. Funny now that I'm awake. Of everything going wrong with me getting shit together to play Riven with you, Chris. And so finally, we didn't get started until midnight. And I was like, I'm going to be so exhausted in the morning because even though I've been evacuated, somehow I'm still going to have to wake up really early to go to work.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so.
Wow, so many questions. Why and when you being evacuated?
Right, yeah, there's a lot of plot holes in this dream. What did Sean do? Yeah.
There's a lot going on. No, I've had many dreams along those same veins myself where I'm being stressed to the max, things aren't going the way they're supposed to, and just getting more and more angry about things. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, it was kind of like that. But I usually get them when I'm really looking forward to something or excited about something, and it's just I always have these dreams beforehand of everything possible going wrong.
Wow. I had no idea you were that excited to be playing this. Or
I'm not sure even I was, but I really enjoyed our first session of this.
Wow. So I'm very humbled by you saying that. Thank you. I did not think that I did very well during that first session, but
oh no, I loved it. I'm super intrigued.
I am definitely pumped to continue this. Absolutely.
It has a lot more plot going on, obviously, and a lot more of the I'm not sure intrigue is the right word for
family
it,
drama.
But fucked upness that I enjoy in a good plot. So yeah, it's got me hooked. It's got some of the same elements as Zork without the humor. So missing the Zork humor, but some of the same elements that intrigue me.
Fair enough. Yeah, it reminds me specifically of Zork Nemesis, where it was a little bit more serious.
Yeah. For sure.
All the missed games were pretty much very played straight and serious. None of them were.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Zork is a particular brand.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. All right, well, let's see. Oh, yes, we were in a submarine.
Oh, that's right. And I was
For lack of a better
so
word.
sleepy.
Yeah.
Like, submarine ride was putting me to sleep. I don't know if anybody out there ever went on the submarine ride in Disneyland when it still existed.
The submarine ride. Oh, gosh, I don't remember that.
It is exactly what it sounds like. In that,
I probably
it
did, I
was,
just don't remember, you know?
yeah, it was like a submarine ride, and you went underwater, and there's like all this fake underwater stuff. The end. Though, like, once The Little Mermaid came out, I think it became Little Mermaid themed.
That's entirely possible.
Maybe like yeah, but the non-Little Mermaid theme one was way better.
Got to turn that down a good bit. Oh, I think it reset. I think I had it down to 50 before. There we go.
And my dad and I would go on the submarine ride, and I liked it even though I was really scared of the eels.
Huh.
I mean, I was a little kid at this point. If like,
Yeah, no, that's
because like, I mean, Little Mermaid's an old movie at this point, and it came out when I was still like target audience for it. And I went on the submarine ride before that. So,
I'll tell you a little secret. Well, it's not really a secret. I've never seen The Little Mermaid.
oh, you haven't?
No, I mean, at this point in time, I pretty much know what happens and everything.
Well, yeah.
As well as the original story it's based on. But
Yeah.
I've never actually seen it.
It's pretty good, in my opinion.
There's Straight Max singing for you.
Yes. I mean, who wouldn't like a crustacean that sings?
Alright, come on, give me controls here. It's one thing about this game, you can't really be in a hurry in it. It's very slow. Ah, this one we can climb up here.
Heck yeah.
And not just because of the fact that it's an older game, but because it's meant to be kind of slow.
Yes.
Now we can actually go into the menu. Where's the menu? So you just hit escape, yeah. And it's not there. Setup and options. I don't know why they split them apart like that. You can turn on zip mode, which does speed up some areas. You can bypass a lot of intermediate stages or scenes, whatever. If you're trying to get somewhere, like if there was a walkway over to here, I could click over here and bypass all the little screenshots in between. You know, I don't know if that works in that submarine thing, but I don't know. All right, well, let's see what where this takes us. Okay. Levers. And
a window.
This gives us a nice
Fantastic.
overview. We can see the various holes and even a little bit of the tracks. So, okay. And we can see also where some of these things are retracted or extended, where the ladders are. So we can see, we can't get to that one because I think it's retracted, even though it doesn't quite look like it. That
yes, I believe the ladder didn't go all the way down on that one.
Same
on the round one.
Building over here. And there's another hole there. I don't know if there's something there or not. This low resolution, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's 5 things there. And well, look, we got 5 switches, as a matter of fact.
5 levers.
Well, based on my calculations, I bet if we just do this. Let's look out the window. Well, would you look at that? This is now extended, that's extended, and that's extended.
Fabulous.
Upon seeing these levers after climbing up here, I remembered what they were for. And that's indeed
fantastic.
Now we can explore everything. All right.
Whee!
I was wondering how we got those to extend. I couldn't remember. Okay, well, back into the sub we go. I think we have to turn right this way. I think we're at a dead end. Yep. Let's turn around. By the way, you may want to get a pencil and paper, a pen and paper for note taking. This is one of those games. Unlike the first Myst, which was like super simple, you didn't really need to take notes. The only thing you might need to have taken notes on in the first game was like the two halves that were torn of that one page where you could put it together. That's about the only thing. In this game, there's a lot more of piecing things together.
All right, I'll be back.
Almost need to have notes. All right. Up and then pause here. Turns.
Okay, I'm back.
She's back. I would have expected you to have like a whole host of pens and notebooks on hand at all times. You being the notebook and pen maven that you are, right?
Yeah, I had to go into the other room for that.
Wow.
And then I was thirsty, so I poured myself a drink.
Good deal. Yeah. Yeah, we're actually getting internet now, JPEGs. It's amazing. Yeah, you may need a drink after you learn what we're about to learn here.
Today I'm using, well, I guess for the rest of Riven, I'm using my my fancy hippo notebook. Which has, if you are not a stationary nerd, I apologize, but it has...
No, you don't. You don't apologize.
Really lovely Toho River paper in it, inside a really nice leather cover, and then
see, you need a camera here. You need to show it off to us.
I do. It's true. But, okay, maybe
those
next
little
time.
hand gestures like Vanna White, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm good at those. And then I'm using my my Uniball Signo 0.5 in blue-black, which is the best ink color.
I agree with Drapax. You should never apologize for being a nerd.
Yeah, so Hippo is actually for the like Hawaii Ink and Pen organization, I think.
Wow.
They did a Kickstarter for these notebooks.
I'm going to have you teach me some organization skills. I need them.
I'd be happy to help in that. All of my organization skills revolve around being as lazy as possible.
Oh, that's perfect. Right up my alley. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to work hard. Like, I found even, like, writing in my own dates on calendars is hard. That's bullshit. Nobody should have to work that hard.
All right, back to Riven. So, hold up to that previous stop we were at before. We couldn't get out.
I'm supposed to be upset about what's happening next. I'm ready.
All right, well, sort of. We'll see. All right, so this is just a...
Oh, that's super ominous, Chris. Thanks.
Building. Don't read into that too much. So what we got here? Oh, we can actually go into this one. Okay. What does this look like here?
A church or a lecture hall.
Okay. Let's move up here.
Or, I guess, a bingo hall if you make everybody use their laps.
Yeah, can't read that. It kind of looks like a blackboard.
Uh-huh.
Can we do something with this? Yeah, we can.
Terekoi Dani, Kibayem Revat, Alroyem Betig Tavom, Gabodona Gayem.
Okay.
Is he, like, waiting for applause, or...?
I think Drapex hit the nail on the head there.
The re-education classroom.
Well, maybe not I don't know. Oh, look at this. See, there's like symbols all along the wall too. It's kind of like you'd see in a classroom where they have the alphabet going along the wall. Oh, and I noticed these little lamps. They got a stylized symbol of that same whale figure. That whale figure is very much like worshipped here, or feared, or something. You know. What do we got over on this table? We got some fruit, I guess. What happened there? Did anyone sort of hear those kind of rumbling and crackling or something?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
I hear a little crackling.
Yeah, it's gone away now, but I don't know. All right, what's over here? Got a little
Is it a scale? Oh my god. Look it! You can feed people to the giant fish! Yes! I love it!
Okay. Let's hit that again. Alright, so are you picking up what's happening here? So, apparently spinning this around causes this to spin as well. It lands on a random symbol. Assuming it's random. And then these things drop a number of, spots or segments or whatever. Clicks.
Yeah.
Like, for example... lands on this symbol and it clicks down 5. Oh, I can hear you scribbling down notes right now. Oh, that one got bit. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting little toy. I guess this one doesn't get reset over on this side, huh? Unless it also gets bit, which I think it will here.
How many is that?
Well, it got bit, so maybe it didn't count out the total number that it's
That's fair.
So now that they're both reset, maybe this will be a good time to start taking.
Okay, I mean, I've already got some notes, obviously.
Okay, so that might be equivalent to 8, you think? It's kind of like rolling dice or something, you know? That's very similar to the last symbol,
but different.
3. The last symbol it was the same thing, but a line through it.
It was bisected, yeah.
Instead of 3. Okay, that one just counted 2. That one's also the same as last, but it has a line. And I believe it counted 7 there.
I didn't count.
Trust me, it was 7.
Okay, hold on. Don't switch it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you able to extrapolate anything yet?
Well, I mean, it's obviously based on... So Just the bisecting adds 5 basically to the base
Does seem to, doesn't
pattern.
it?
Yeah.
Here's another one that should be 7. Yep, it definitely stopped at 7 again. And that one's 6.
So just the one in the middle should be 1 then, huh?
Oh, that one got grabbed, so... if you... Yeah, you've already figured it out. This is a teaching tool. Of course, this is going to get grabbed before it reaches whatever number it's supposed to be. Can you probably guess what that number is supposed to be?
Well, we've already done that one. It's 6.
I'll go ahead and spoil it. Yes, it is 6. So yes, this is a teaching tool, a very gruesome teaching tool.
All the best ones are.
Yeah, so there's 9, which means you can probably extrapolate what 4 is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've seen basically... Yep, see, there's 4 right there, as a matter of fact.
Perfect.
We've essentially seen now how to count from 1 to 9. I'm not sure exactly what 10 will look like. I don't think this toy goes up to 10.
It's fair.
Let's do one more little spin here before we go.
Yep.
Just one. All right. I think we pretty much got all we... Yeah, that's just going to stop there. He'll get it. Come on. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's your first set of notes. Now, if I remember correctly, we saw those symbols elsewhere too, didn't we?
I don't remember.
Remember those little wooden balls that we found?
Oh, yes.
And when we spin them, they make a sound, as
Yes,
well
yes.
as...
Yeah, it made an animal sound.
And they also had a shape around them in some fashion.
Yes.
One was you had to fill a little pool of water. One was just the shape of the rock around it. You know, there's actually a couple of them. Yeah. So, something to, we're going to have to go back and make notes of, I think.
I feel like I wrote that down somewhere. I just need to
Oh,
find
did
out
you? Did you take
where.
notes last session and you didn't say anything?
I think so. I remember doing it, but I don't know on what.
Because I don't remember telling you last session that you should be taking notes.
Well, you know me, I'm an obsessive note taker.
I am so proud of you, Susan.
The problem is that I have a memory of a goldfish, so what the fuck did I do with the notes?
Oh, goodness. Alright, so finally we can come here. And, by the way, real quickly, you notice there's an interesting little rock right there. We can't get a good look at it. We'll get a somewhat good look at it here. It's got... it's hard to tell, but it looks like something's poking out of it there.
Oh, I see. Like a periscope.
Kinda, yeah. Alright, well, here we are at this thing. Those bones up there?
Maybe.
What? What? I didn't
That
do anything.
didn't sound good.
Oh, no, we can say... Okay, I don't know what that sound was.
Super not ominous. It's fine. totally fine.
Definitely a pool here, but there's also, I think I did, well, where did it go? Oh, there it is. There's a handle over on this window. Okay. Well, what does that look like?
Trapeze.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
She says hesitantly. Let me bring it back down. Get a closer look at it as it's coming down. You can't really see it too well when it's all the way down here. But if you notice, it's basically a bar, and there's two circles on each end. One might even call them manacles on each end.
Oh.
So that little children's toy we were just messing with appears to be based on something in real life here.
They actually feed people to whales. That's awesome. I love it here.
I'm surprised you don't remember this. This is one of the, well, for me anyway, it's one of the more memorable things about this village here in this game is this little punishment thing, device.
I'm starting to think I may not have actually played this game at all.
You might have actually been attracted to it more. I don't know. All right. Well, let's continue. Goodness gracious.
I'm starting to think everything I thought was from this game I just got from books. From the books.
Did you actually read all the books?
I'm not sure I read all of them. I know I read more than one.
Well, at least the first one. That's the most important one, Book of Atris.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know where this left track goes, so let's go to the right side of the track. Because I'm pretty sure this is a middle circle here that we're on the right side of. And on the left side of that circle, it branches out to two things. One is the levers that opened up the ladders. The other is the schoolhouse. So we're pretty much mapped out just about this entire track system here. So where does this go? I don't even see a ladder here. But let's have a quick look anyway. Oh, there is one.
Huh?
And oh, look at that! We got a better look at it this time. That rock in the lake. It's definitely something sticking out of it, like a periscope, like you said. And oh, we can actually okay, back onto this path here. Good deal. All right. Ooh, thumpity thump.
Sorry, typing.
It's
Typing.
All right. Well, I don't think we can go anywhere else here for now.
You know what that looks like?
What?
It looks like a Dalek that's hiding in a sand dune.
Oh. It does, doesn't it? Drapax would be all about that. He's. I'm surprised he hasn't pointed it out right now because he is a Doctor Who super fan. Okay. I think we're about.
What is that?
What's that?
Go back.
Sure.
No, you can. Oh, okay. They're just okay. They're just what
Oh,
are
you're
they
talking
called?
about this bulbous thing right
No,
here?
no. They're talking about the things that are lower on the ground. They're like low posts.
Oh, okay. Just
I
handrail
thought-
posts. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the edge, right there. Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
That.
Yeah, they look like anchors for boats or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever they're called. I'm sure there's a name for them.
I don't know, mooring something.
Yeah, probably that.
Yeah, I just saw that one and I was like, "Ooh, is it a lever?" And then I saw their other ones. And
That's
I was
your
like,
eagle eyes working Working overtime there. That's good. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I don't know why there's this weird separation here between this handrail and this handrail. Almost looks like you could step into the water right over here or something, but no, you can't.
I believe the answer is somebody fucked up.
Maybe. There's just some other reason I'm not aware of.
Yeah,
Anyhow. Okay, well, do you want to go back and look at those eyeballs? And
Yeah, since I am not entirely sure what I did with those notes, we can retake notes.
Click through them pretty quick to get there pretty quickly, so we don't have to. As beautiful as this game is, we don't need to admire the scenery that much. So let's go back. This was the first one back here at this little, and it's got this kind of froggy toad shape.
Yes.
Whatever. And if we come down here to the eye, it has the number. What number is that?
Let's see. That would be 3.
Yep. And it's making a little chirping sound. So we can probably, can't say for certain, but we can probably associate the number 3 with that frog shape or animal and that sound. Maybe that frog makes that sound.
Yeah. It's a very tree frog kind of noise.
Did we actually see one of those tree frogs anywhere? I don't remember.
I don't think so. We've seen the beetle.
And there's these guys.
Those guys. A dirty look.
Actually, let me come from the other end. That's what he said. And because I think you actually hear those animals make a different sound if you do that. Excuse me. Let's go this way. I believe we saw also on the door frame here. Oh, it's not there now.
Yeah, that's where the beetle was, yeah?
Yeah, so we could associate the actual sound that the beetle makes.
Yeah.
Where was that? There was another... Was it over here? Yeah, it was way down here. I'm not sure how you characterize that sound, but that's definitely the number 4. And I don't know if there's a shape. I'm not seeing.
It's kind of like a goat. Sounds like an angry goat.
If there's a shape related to that ball, then I'm not familiar with it. I'm not seeing one around it here. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's okay. Maybe that one doesn't actually have a shape associated with it.
That's fine. I'm calling it goat question mark.
Okay, you do that. Oh yeah, there was this thing that we found before as well. But we don't know what to do there. This leads back up here. That's good. Let's step on out. Okay. I think there was only a third one that we've seen. And that's actually down past the village. Oh, we can't get to there from here. No, wait, can we? Let me see if we can. I'm just going to click through here pretty quickly. I don't remember if we can. Yeah, in this case they don't open the doors for us. They don't like us or something. No, I guess not. Oh, I think that's the reason for the... Yeah, that's the reason for this, the submarine is supposed to kind of connect the two pathways of sorts. Okay, let me then go back down and try and get through that. Pardon me. In here. I don't think we can go further. Correct. Yeah, I didn't think so. We gotta turn it. We'll go back to that entrance point. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladders. Yeah, see, this was by itself. So that makes sense. And we're gonna have to turn around again and take the left path, and that'll put us to the where we first got into this. So if you imagine the track's basically a circular track in the middle, and then on one side there's a kind of a C-shaped, backward C-shape connected to it, and on the other side there's just one little sprue coming off that leads to where we just came from there. So that's essentially the map of this. I wouldn't even call it maps. It's fairly simple. This should take us kind of the what I would call the back way. Yeah. Another path through the village. And here, okay, here's one, yeah.
Oh yeah, the beetle.
Beetle. Alright, did you catch that number?
Yes.
Numero 2. Dos. Alright, let's head up here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't look at it from there. That's fine. Yeah, just click on through this little light cave. Oh, here we go. Oh, darn, I scared him away. Okay, well, that's alright. We might see them later when they make that weird sound. So we'll actually hear the sound that those creatures make. Why can I not step off of here? Here we go. Because there's one out here. Right here.
Yes. The whale.
Thing.
That 5?
That would be 5. So we're just missing 1 right now. Aren't we?
In the series of 1 to 5, yes.
In a series of 1, assuming there is 1, yeah. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember where that is.
That's alright.
So, without, in the absence of looking up anything in a walkthrough, I couldn't tell you where to find it. Alright, that's
well,
okay.
let's see, where have we not gotten to?
Over here, we haven't dealt with this.
Alright, well, let's do it.
You want to do it?
Okay.
Alright. Get ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
I need this in VR.
I don't.
Huh. How about that, huh?
That's pretty cool.
We just went through water in an open minecart. We actually did miss some things, I remember, from the first island we landed at, the Temple Island. But, so we may have to go back there.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
That shouldn't be difficult, right?
I hope not. No, this game doesn't put you in Walking Dead scenarios, so
Yeah.
it will be possible. It just might be a long trek to get there, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's fine. So, okay, we just got unceremoniously dumped.
Yep,
to
that is a
here.
literal shoot.
We can at least climb out of it. And we're in the crater of sorts. Oops. Didn't mean to step over there. I was just trying to look around. Yeah. With a big lake in the middle of it. Several structures here, including the chute we were just dumped down. I don't know what this device is, or what it theoretically could be. Can't really zoom in on it.
I mean, if it...
Oh, here's the other side of it. Okay, so apparently, I guess wood or something
I was
comes
gonna
down
say,
here.
that looks like a wood chipper.
Yeah. Glad we didn't get shipped.
Yes. Myriad thanks.
Call me crazy, but I'm willing to bet this is the beginning of their process. Oh, you know what? That minecart came from Jungle Island, specifically on that Jungle Island where there are a bunch of trees that had already been cut down, right?
Yep, that's true.
So this is how they bring the wood over, the logs over here. They get chipped, and how much you want to bet this is where it's going to be made into paper later.
Interesting.
Remember we saw those little symbols in that on Temple Island?
Yes.
That shows that they were making paper. He was
Yes.
had his followers doing that for him. Yeah. All right, what is this ladder back here? Oh, that definitely goes up into something. Oh, okay, it goes back up here. So if we wanted to, I guess we could go back to Jungle Island. I think we may have to actually. So there's our way back. All right. Good deal. Well, all right. Let's finish exploring here first. We'll check that out here in a moment. No, actually, let's go ahead and look at it now real quick, I guess. Well.
Oh,
those
that
are
is a
some
giant burner.
flames there. Let's walk around it a little bit here. Huge pipe going up to the middle of it at the bottom and leads up out over there. There seems to be a little porch or something out there.
Yeah, a veranda.
Veranda, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Well, let's finish looking at this structure first. We're poking around too far, I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to go that far. Come here. Okay, so here we are. There's nothing we can do here. But we can walk around this pathway, and there's definitely a handle we can interact with, and a wheel, and there's some water in there.
So it's boiling water.
There's lots of controls here we can deal with. Okay.
Heck yes.
And it's going to or coming from that central thing. In fact, 3 or 4 pipes appear to be coming. One's going over here to the wood chipper. All right, what are you thinking here?
Where's the other one going? Can we tell?
Kind of hard to tell from here. I can't step out. It's heading over this direction, going up, maybe to where that veranda was.
Okay, all right, okay.
Close to it, anyway. Let's see if I can get a better vantage point from that actual. We got a walkway out to it. Let's go there.
Also, okay, so that's coming from
It's definitely
here,
going up.
probably.
So you
So
think
it's
this is like
probably-
a source of power?
Or at least
think-
water.
Or water. Water, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it could all be.
Looks like there's only the
okay.
3 settings.
Just indicating which pipe it's going to.
It reminds you of Channelwood a bit?
A bit, a lot.
So I now pointed it over here. So I guess this would be able to run or something, or I don't know.
I don't think we can really interact with the chipper, can we?
No, I guess we can't. In fact, I'm pretty sure we can't.
Lame.
All right, let's point it to this one then.
Which is where
goes to the burner.
Was, right?
No, actually, it was on the next one over.
Oh, okay, it was on the last one.
Right over there, over the edge of this crater.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's come over here, and then this is the pipe coming from it.
Yep.
In fact, can we hear? I can't tell if I'm hearing anything. No, it's probably just inside here. This can be moved up or down, but it doesn't appear to do anything. This can go up, and it's okay. That must turn off the.
Did the burners turn off?
The what now?
The burners.
Let me look down
The
here and
flames.
see if I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely off now.
Okay, so that thing on the side controls probably the gas that's powering burner.
You're like figuring out how these things work, don't you?
Yes.
Just discovering this stuff. Oh, well, I guess that turns them back on. Yep. Starts the water boiling again.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Do we want the water to be boiling?
I don't know.
What does this do?
What does that do? Moves the pipe. Which... Oh,
And
it's
the
making something.
The water's draining out. Okay.
Oh, it disconnects that pipe from one below it.
Yes, it does.
I see. I didn't initially see that lower pipe. Okay. Oh.
I don't know what this little handle does.
Watch it switches, yeah, those little knobbies.
So that it lights up whichever one it's pointing to.
Yeah.
Or lifts them up or something weird there. So one of them is going up to the top, the other's going down. Let's see if we can follow
No. Go back. It's going to the lever.
Going to up here.
Yeah.
To this. You're right. It gave power to that. So that is power coming from the middle of the lake, and it's raising up a platform or something in there.
Maybe we can go in now.
Let's go to that front door of it. Oh,
notice the thing is by the door is empty.
Yeah, the little gauge on the right is empty. Those bolts opened up, and the door opened up for us. Indeed, here's the platform. I guess we couldn't step on inside if the platform wasn't raised. Yeah, there's the gauge right there where we couldn't see it. And if we go down into this pipe, we're actually in a pipe now. And did I turn around? I think I turned around. Yeah, I did. Let me just keep clicking forward here. Okay, this is taking us somewhere.
Playing mini Zork games made that terrifying.
At least I hope we're not going to get eaten by a Gru.
Well, I mean, if we were gonna, that was when it was gonna happen. So I feel pretty safe to say Riven, at the very least, is Gru-free.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we jumped down from there, so we can't go back now.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. So, but we can walk around up here. I guess we're on the edge of that crater.
Oh, we can go to the veranda.
Let me look around a bit more. Can I? No. There's something over there. Yeah, there's the point. I guess that's where it is. The veranda stuff. Something. Pipes going around. Yeah. Okay, let's just step forward. Oh, yeah. Here we are. It's definitely a veranda. Oh, there's a thing here. And, we didn't actually look at this earlier, but we could have climbed this ladder before. Yeah. Over here,
Oh, yeah, we didn't
walk
go
over
this
to
far.
it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think the ladder reached all the way down. But yeah, so that opened up a shortcut for us. Okay.
Nice.
So going through the pipe got us here. Yeah. Okay. And that leads to this. Whatever in the world is going on. Oh, that's right. Here's a pipe coming in. That's probably where one of those, the third pipe, I guess.
Yeah,
is
this is
leading to.
probably where the third pipe is leading. Oh, for steaming vegetables, obviously.
Clearly.
Oh, catching bears. Broccoli bears.
It looks like we got bait. Or something. And there's definitely a fan going on here. Huh. We actually climbed up there to look at the fan. I don't know what that's supposed to be doing.
Well, we don't have power to this part, right? So we couldn't find out.
Actually, I think we want to leave this open if we wanted to catch something, right? With that.
Yeah,
bait.
that's generally how traps work.
That's okay. I am so knowledgeable about how traps work. Okay. Let's go give it some power, shall we?
Yes, shall.
All right. What are we looking at here? So I've been streaming for almost an hour. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. I have to walk around the things this way. All right. Come over here and turn it this direction. I think that's where it needs to go. I don't think you can go to that fourth pipe or whatever. Go back up the ladder. If I'm clicking too fast, please say so.
Very good.
Ah, there we go. You're right. It didn't have power. So now we've lowered it. So there's that. I guess we're going to have to wait a little while. We'll come back. As we're waiting, this is something that frustrated a lot of people, myself included. A lot of people don't think about this, but the Myst developers, Cyan, love to put this in their games. Several of them have it, at least two that I can think of. Where, yeah, okay, you've opened the doors, you've walked in here, and you think that's it, right? No, you close the doors while you're in here, and look at that. There's actually two more paths now that were hidden by the doors while they were open. Yeah, so let's explore these real quick. What's down here? Yeah, this. So, we haven't run across these yet. These giant domes with, you can see a weird thing going, symbol.
Yeah, one of these symbols is gold.
And one of them is definitely, yellow or gold or highlighted in some way. And not only that, but we can walk around it, yeah. And you notice there's something going on over here on this wall. So, I guess they figured, doing that trick once wasn't enough. Let's do it a second time.
Oh my god! Amazing!
Again! It's so easy to miss these things.
I love it.
I'm so glad that I remembered this, because otherwise I'd be frustrated yet again.
Right. I can see how this would be very frustrating. Oh, it's a thing. I love these. I'm ready. Let's watch.
Sure this is actually, there's the name for it, but
there is.
damned
program.
Exactly. It's Graham.
What are they called?
Oh, you can even see for a moment when it turns yellow there, right? Blink. And there's a...
Oh, it's totally random side note about these things is there's
Yeah?
a potter that I really admire that
They make these?
glazed their pottery, like they made big bowls that had these on them, so you could...
These symbols?
Yeah, so when, well, not those symbols, but this idea
Oh, okay.
of animation, so that when you did it, when you spun it right, it would be like birds flying and things like that.
Oh,
It was
that would be so awesome
incredibly cool.
if they actually made a bowl of like this dome, you know, inverted obviously, with these exact symbols on it. Oh, that'd be...
Yes.
Oh, I'd buy
I am
absolutely.
yes. Whenever I have access to a pottery wheel again, I'll make you one.
Okay, you do that. All right, so clearly, I think you know what needs to happen here, right?
Yeah, sorry, I'm still looking up what it's called.
Oh, I missed it. So,
And
and there's no instructions on how to do this, that you're supposed to do this, as far as I remember. But you have to hit that button the moment the golden symbol appears in the window, and as you can see, the dome spins to a stop, and...
It's called a zoetrope. Yeah, so zoetrope. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, it flipped on us here and revealed a golden nuggety center with an even smaller golden nuggety center.
So it's a Butterfingers?
It's just something. And, okay, this... Boy, this brings back some memories. Alright, we've got 5 little gauges thing in here, and I don't know how many spots there are on this. There's 5, 10, about 25 possible stops on it that we can move these 5 things, whatever, onto. Markers and a button. I guess once you set them at their correct locations, you hit the button and something happens.
Does anything happen just if you move one of them and press the button? Like, did you get a wrong answer? No. Okay.
Oh, in fact, it resets them. I mean, just move a bunch of them out here. Yeah, it just resets. And you can barely see through this kind of frosted, not frosted, but
Condensated
mottled glass,
yeah.
Or condensated glass, something. There's a book inside there.
Ah, is that what it is?
In the vague shape of a book.
Bookish shaped.
Yeah. All right. Don't worry about this. If I remember correctly, we cannot solve this right now.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
There's no use banging our heads against that at the moment. Just make note of the fact that, yeah, there's 5 little controls on it and 25, I believe, stops on there. I don't know. Okay. Let's go check our traps, see if we've caught anything yet while we were down there. Hello, Ellen Bug. Thank you for joining.
Hello.
Hope you're enjoying. And let's open it up. Oh, sure enough.
Yes, it's a frog! We got a frog!
And the sound it makes.
Yeah.
So, if I remember right, that's all that is for, is to confirm that that sound is indeed attributed to that animal. There you go.
What a great frog trap. All right.
Let's go to this other tunnel here. Where does it go? Oh, pathway with lead. Oh, there's a wire, cable, power maybe or something. Oh, something here. We'll come back to that in a moment. We may need it. We may not. I'm not sure. Wow, there's so much to explore here. But if I remember correctly, yeah, this is locked. We can't enter this interesting edifice. But there's another tunnel over here. What's on the other side of it? Aha! And there's Temple Island connected by this very long bridge. So that's the way we're supposed to get back. But also, if I remember correctly... Yeah, we're having a great time, Ellen Bug. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
We are so excited and happy to be playing this. If I remember correctly...
Sorry, yeah, I'm excited.
It's so beautiful. Oh, yeah, we can't do anything here because we need to do something on the other side first.
Okay, really, that's just a ladder. We could totally go up that. Like, look, there's toe holes. It's fine.
I mean, wait, did I see? Oh, wait a second. No, we can do it from here. Never mind. I didn't even see that lever. Or, oh, do we need to give it power? We need to give it power, don't we? Okay. Let's come back and see if maybe... Can't remember if we give it power from this side or the other. There's so much I don't
see anything for power running.
The only
all
thing
the way
is
out
this, but
there.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think this does it. Oh, that stopped something. Actually, now I remember what this does. We actually will... Okay, we'll come back here in a second. I don't think it affects this drawbridge of sorts.
Totally. No, it does not. Okay.
No, it does not. Okay.
Do we need to leave that on, though, or...?
I'm just going to leave it where it was.
Okay.
Because I think we have to lower it from the other side, which we can do now.
Why is there a lever on this side, then?
That lever, I think, does something else. I don't remember. Don't spoil us. If you know in chat, please don't spoil it. But I do know what we can do. I know you're frustrated because that is a shortcut.
Not frustrated. I'm disgusted.
Okay. All right. What that lever on the walkway, this walkway did, though, you heard some power turn off or whatever.
Yeah, I heard some chunking.
Is if we come in over back to the trap again.
Oh, it turned the fan off, so we can climb through.
We can just, apparently we're
because it's
really
so
small.
easy. Yeah. I mean, we could technically be like any species.
I don't know what we are, I guess. Huh?
We're just, in some random star fissure. It's fine.
Oh, and here we are. We just came down from there. I guess we can go back if we wanted to, but we're now inside of that building.
Oh, nice.
Where this door opens up. Okay, so...
I do like that you can set up all these shortcuts for yourself.
Yes.
That's nice.
All right, there's a lot to look at in here. And
there so
even
is.
A book to read. So, do we have time for that tonight, do you think?
I say let's start with the book and go from there.
All right, let me go grab a drink to wet my whistle. I will be
perfect.
Right back. Alrighty. I think we're ready to tackle this.
Woo!
Woo! All right.
Yes, reading.
Okay.
Things.
Let's see, where is the book?
Clicking on things.
I think. Oh, here we go. So here's just a note. 1828. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, okay, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating but anchored near the entrance to the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently, and quite mysteriously, been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. I guess they're talking about this item here. Where's my... There it is.
Oh,
Aha.
there's our one.
That's number one, but we don't know what animal it's related to or the sound, obviously, because it's...
Yeah, it's not in its socket. Okay, so floating in the middle of the bay, it says. That's where it is.
Oh, okay, so there's probably something around... You thinking that, in the lake where the submarine is? Is that what he means by that? Or...
Maybe?
Come back over here.
To
Yeah,
the entrance to the
bay.
bay. Anchored near the entrance to the bay.
Huh.
Indeed. Alright. I don't know.
Alright, do you want to read this or shall I? I don't remember how long it is. And it's kind of low resolution, and as we've already established from the journal.
Why don't you go for it, since my screen's a little smaller than yours?
Fair enough. I will happily do so. As soon as I whistle. Alright, 82-2-13. The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book, only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. There are days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of these failed attempts. The further I refine each element, the formulations of the ink and paper, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair. Without access to Dunny, my long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are avenues of research which remain to be explored. 82-5-8. I am discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure. Although I have been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the starfield and have proven that their paths are cyclical, without proper instrumentation it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably changed between two discrete but overlapping spaces, much like a link, but the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this juncture defy logical reason. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum, as one might expect in space, yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere. That Atris and Catherine threw themselves into the void is further evidence that it might be safe to travel, but without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. It is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long, but it is likely that the results will be catastrophic, given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. Maintenance on the steam vent caps completed, 83-2-10. I am extremely pleased with the continued success of this system. I believe the construction to have been true to the Dunny designs of my memory. Another example of the superiority of the Dunny technology. It's ironic that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. That looks familiar.
So it's steam, not water.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, technically steam is water. We won't get into that.
Yeah, I know. Steam powered, though, yeah. As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I have recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atris wrote into this age during their escape. Certainly by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atris intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of its falling into unknown hands. Also, had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this is most certainly what would have happened, for the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold on to the belief that it was an unintended consequence of their writing for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son had meant for this age to be merely a prison for me, rather than a death sentence. 83.5.14. The construction of the imagers has proceeded without fault. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the Dunny technology to mimic that of the... Oh, I can't remember what that word is. Ahmad?
Yeah, I think Ahmad.
Make that of the Ahmad. In some ways, the similarities between the two cultures was striking. I wonder if perhaps there had been communication or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Ketta's people were even descendants of the Dunny. Pleases me to think so. Note, it's possible that if I were to somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generators could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles. I've been cataloging the natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now, yet still I continue to find evidence of the Dunny's preoccupation with 5. As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had a special significance to the Dunny society. From the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling elite to the humble homes of the commoners, it was ubiquitous. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the texts that I used to compose this age. Further proof that through their art, the Dunny masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not, as many have mistakenly thought, merely building links to pre-existing worlds. It's difficult to read this low-resolution text, I tell you. While most of my constructions have been based on Dunny designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with the power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and, I believe, the most structurally sound. I am still attempting to determine how the Dunny color symbology reflects this superior design principle. Although superficially it is based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. We recognize those 6 symbols, sort of. 83.9.11. I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the fire marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but is nonetheless well suited for my purposes. And so I have designated it my age. We don't know what that number is exactly.
Let's see. 9.
It looks like it would be 90.
70.
Sorry?
Yeah, I would say
98 or something.
98.
But actually, you're wrong, and we're going to find out why eventually. Trust me on this. I'm pretty sure it's not 98th.
My other one was going to be 17 if we're adding the 2. But anyway, sorry.
That's okay. No, we'll go on.
Continue.
By studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate age for us to resettle in. For now, I will build an office and set up my living quarters there, in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. We have not seen this yet. I must admit that I am proud of my work. To think that in such primitive conditions I have accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Dunnies centuries to achieve. Note, repair outerwear for work in this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. 84.4.13. I have begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect to Riven. That will connect Riven with my new office on whatever. The Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island according to my exact specifications, and installation of the domes is underway at last. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid, but the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. I'm looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. Note that. Due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. You might want to jot that down there, Susan.
Yep. I'm working on it.
8567. I caught one of my assistants looking over this journal today. Glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. Note, discuss security with each guildmaster. No problems expected from the maintainers, educators, and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and builders more closely. Let me know when you got that written down. And this is kind of an indication right here that our assumption was incorrect about, or how to access numbers above 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I'm ready.
861024. Today I heard several more reports of spirit sightings by some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels, or the Black Moiety, as the villagers obstinately insist on referring to them, have attained a new
level. Is it
Moiety?
It looks like Moisty. The Black Moisty.
I'm not sure if it's pronounced Moiety or Moiety. I don't know,
it's
but
supposed
it
to
is
be an
definitely
E. Okay.
IE. Yes,
Moiety.
it is.
Okay.
I promise you.
A mess. Okay.
Yes, Black Moiety.
It's much less ominous. It's Black Moisty.
Black Moisty. I know what this episode's going to be called. All right. Have attained a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. The villagers are certainly susceptible to this form of coercion, especially given of late the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and theft. 87115. The Rytram? Etram? I think it's Etram or something like that.
Sure.
The Etram traps have been steadily fruitful this year. Apparently the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystems. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest. No shortage of poison for their darts this season. Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract for my pipe, one that is smoother than any of the others from recent years.
Interesting.
87,
Are we talking about harvesting the frogs? Because they could be...
Good question.
Because they could be great poison for darts, and also, I mean, I know there has been a lot of frog licking for hallucinogens.
Hallucinogenic effects, yeah.
So, I mean, I guess you could smoke some frog for your pipe.
Interesting.
That's my theory. That they harvest
right.
frogs.
I think Etrams, or whatever that word is the frogs, yeah.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes. All right, good, excellent. Frog harvest.
87329. Chemical analysis of one of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Its composition contains elements that are unlike anything I've encountered on the islands. It appears they have access to a resource of which I am unaware. Perhaps a mine or an uncharted island. And we recognize that shape.
Yeah.
Note, most of the knives have been found on the south side of the village. This is the same area in which there have been reports of people mysteriously disappearing. A closer inspection of the area is warranted. By the way, I'd love to see someone, they probably already have on Etsy or something, make like a ring or lapel pin or even earrings or something using that shape, those daggers that we've seen. I'd love to see that.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure there is.
Okay, the fact that they leave these distinctive knives as a sign of their presence concerns me. They're growing more bold and seem to no longer fear discovery of their hideout. 87727. The latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months, but with the new figures, I am uncertain. I have nearly finished writing the somethingth age. We don't know what that number is yet. So I don't think it's 99th. We'll see. And I have every faith that it will indeed be a safe place for us to relocate to. Yet it would be helpful to know what has caused the halt in this age's breakup. Is it possible that it's stable after all? If so, I must discover how this age differs from my less successful attempts. My examinations of the whatever age have thus far proven inconclusive. So clearly here he's referring to the fact that Atreus is doing what he can on the outside to stabilize Riven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or perhaps is someone repairing the damage to the fifth age? If so, it would almost certainly be Atreus' doing. So he's calling Riven the fifth age, by the way.
Yes, I think that was mentioned previously.
Oh, was it? Okay, I apologize if I didn't catch that.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it was Atreus and Atreus's journal that we read last time.
Oh, that's right.
Where he was like, he calls it, he was like, he calls it uncreatively the fifth age or something like that. Yeah.
It's starting to come through.
Condescending about it.
It's starting to come through that his father isn't very creative, period. He doesn't give his agent just nice, fancy, beautiful names. He just calls them a number.
Yes. Which Atreus clearly takes offense to.
Mm-hmm. I reluctantly decided to abandon my experiments into the behavior of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters on which I must now concentrate, leaving me little time for such speculative research. For future reference, however, my investigations up to this point have revealed the following. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a life form that resides in it, specifically a type of bacteria. I am imagining a motile, unicellular organism, but one with structures capable of holding bits of water whose combined effect, via surface tension, a stronger force, causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat, for example a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its dramatic aversion to heat sources. Unfortunately, these theories are still not fully tested, and I remain ignorant both of its deeper nature and its possible uses.
Fascinating.
Yes, that's it, Ellen Bug. It was coldly titled The Fifth Age, which is, I think, is a much better word to use to describe his father's naming of ages.
Yes,
Coldly titled. I like that.
Yes, that definitely sounds more like Atreus's verbiage.
And that's, this definitely explains what we, it explains more about the unique properties we've already witnessed of the water.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean, clearly he's figured out how to exploit it.
Yep, clearly. 8776. An exciting development. Last night, a squad of maintainers stumbled upon a lone rebel scout and obtained from him a most incredible device. It is a crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books, much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Catherine must have fabricated the device before I captured her. Obviously, with an explicit dunny schematic she must have brought with her to this age. If only I'd had access to such a document all these years. Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the writing of ages and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for each new book I write. This is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to Dunny. Regaining access to the resources there may be crucial to the completion of my mission. And that's a depiction of that crystal that he describes there. And that is the end of this journal. So, lots of answers and more questions.
And just so you know, there is less stuff with that dagger on it than you might expect on the internet.
Really? Okay, you've already done the research.
Yes. I did find a t-shirt and a mug and several replica daggers. Okay. Not a lot of other things.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He calls them knives in here. I was under the impression that a knife is more for slicing. A dagger is for stabbing.
Yeah.
Like, that's where its design is
Generally, I think of it as like a knife is more utility and a dagger is more violence.
That, too, as well. But I've seen lots of knives used by, like, assassins or whatever to slice and, targets' throats or whatever. But anyway. Yeah, okay. So, wow, lots of things talked about in here. Lots of stuff to digest, including the fact that he was talking about the crystals that Catherine had apparently discovered by way of this lone rebel scout. Catherine must have fabricated the device before it captured her and so forth. And that's where, in Real Mist and Real Mist Masterpiece Edition, we see Rhyme, which kind of links together the two games. And that there was that whole research station that Atris set up on Rhyme and found the crystals that, allowed him to try and see Riven, if not link to it at least. Yeah, I agree, Ellenbug. There's probably a huge overlap between knives and daggers. Many do both slicing and stabbing, motions as well. But anyway, so I think that's where they got the idea to create the Rhyme Age for the later iterations of Myst, and I'm glad they did. It's a nice little touch to kind of connect the two stories together a little more than they already were. Okay. So, what have we learned from this? He has been trying to write books to get out of this age, but he can't seem to write them very well because he doesn't have access to the resources on Dunny.
But he's making remarkable progress nonetheless, it sounds like.
Yes, he has to power them, apparently, externally somehow. And thus far, his way of powering them is through these giant domes, of which we've already seen one or two. But that's a very clunky way in order to, link to other ages from a book that is just plain poorly written, evidently. But now he saw that there was this new way of using crystals in order to do the same thing. Of course, if he had any skill at writing ages in the first place, he wouldn't need any sort of powering system. But, apparently he sucks at writing ages.
Right.
Anyway, and of course, also being trapped here on Riven, he doesn't have access to the proper kind of paper and the proper kind of ink necessary in order to write an age. So that's also part of it, I believe. I don't know if it's entirely just his lack of ability to write the ages. Okay, and also, we were talking about the numbering system here. And this little code he gives right here is a clue to that. Now, you saw, we're going to have to digress here for just a moment. You saw how the number 5 was basically horizontal line, and when you combined it with another number like the 2 here or the 4 here, you just add them together, so you get 7 in this case and 9 in this case. But what does this mean, right? This is a 2 combined with what?
My guess would be, this is just a random guess.
Go ahead.
My guess would be that it would be a 20.
You think so?
That's just a guess because
Okay. Oh, that's
it's
fine. That's
like
fine. It's a
the
good guess.
two- It's like the 2, but it's on the bottom.
Okay. No, that's actually a good guess. And it certainly fits the facts that you're given. Look at it from a different light here, though. I don't know if there's ever any more evidence that kind of teaches this elsewhere in the game. I don't think so. I think this is pretty much it. But if you look at it this way, the number 5 is taking the 1 and turning it sideways, right? So, okay, if you turn the 1 sideways and then add the other numbers to it, the 1, 2, 3, 4, then you get up to 9. So where do you get 10 from? What would 10 look like? So if 5 is 1 turned sideways, maybe...
So you could do 2 turned sideways.
To be 10.
Yeah.
Which would make this number right here in the
12
middle...
instead of 22, as in my theory.
This would be 13.
Yeah.
So what would this one be? This is a 4 turned sideways.
So 4 turned sideways, so
Think
that
about it for a
would be
second.
20.
That would be 20. So you see this base. See, we're used to a base 10 system, obviously decimal. Whereas this is a base 5. I don't know what the term is for that, if there is one. So you have to kind of think in terms of, wow, all right. You turn it sideways. Now I'm not sure what 25 would be.
Right.
What I can tell you, but yeah, it goes up. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, and I don't know if it's shown elsewhere in the game. I don't think it's a spoiler for me to tell you what this number actually is right here. This is because of the way that we count up to 9, and then when we get to 10, we go to another digit, right, to the left of it. Same thing here. Once you get to the maximum number that this ones digit or whatever can reach, then you have to go to the next one. So you can imagine this next one has already reached its 9th iteration. So that's going to be actually a huge number. So it's gone through this thing 9 times, whatever this ones digit is. So
that ones digit would be 8, wouldn't it?
Yes, correct. So it'd be 8 plus whatever this reached. It's not 90. I don't know how many numbers are in this in base 5. I'd have to look it up. I don't have another browser window open so I can look it up right now. But I can tell you this number right here, the whole number, is 233. So he's talking about the 233rd age here.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ellen Buggy. You seem to know a lot about this as well. But I'm pretty certain this is 233 in decimal. Yeah, it's confusing. Counting in base 5 is hard. And it's not a big deal that I go ahead and tell you that, because like I said, there's very little training in this game to teach you that. They don't show you what 25 would be, or 30, or something like that. But I'm pretty certain this is 233rd age. Alright, well, so is there anything else we need to look at from here? He talks about colors, and that there's 6 colors, and they might be associated with these 6 symbols, which we've seen these on the dome as it kind of cycles through them. I think that's about it for now. We've gleaned a lot of information from this. So let's step back. Yeah, they just they show us 1 through 9 with that little training toy. There's just little things here we can't interact with. Alright, been streaming for about an hour and a half or so. What do you think? Should we look?
I think it's a good stopping point here.
We got a lot of information. We got a lot more to explore here. We got stuff we need to do back on Temple Island again to open up the link back to here. So there's a lot to do, but I am absolutely looking forward to doing it.
Heck yeah!
All right, I'm gonna. Oh, there's 2 doors here. I don't remember there being 2. Oh, okay, that's right. There is a second door. We'll have to explore that later. All right, so I'll leave it right here. Let's go ahead and save. We have read what was his name? Not Atris. His father's name.
Gehn.
Gehn. Gehn's. Is it E-H-N?
No, I think it's Ghen.
G-H-E-N? All right, sure. I'll go. Doesn't look right, but I'll go with that. I don't care. It's just a save game. All right, there we go. And we will resume this whenever we can. Thank you so much, Ellen Bug, for joining us. Thank you, Drapax, as well, and anyone else who happens to be watching. I greatly appreciate you doing so. Please follow me if you are so inclined here at twitch.tv/SturmB. You can also follow me on Twitter at SturmB or on Instagram, where I'm simply known as Sturm. Twitter is where I post all of my postponements, cancellations, or just general chit-chat. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. You know, the usual. I stream every Wednesday evening, just like tonight, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, or 0100 UTC, and on Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, or 1800 UTC. Is there anything I'm missing? Anything you'd like to share, Susan?
Nope, I am good.
All right, as am I, and I am excited to continue this story as soon as we are all refreshed and ready to do so. So,
Heck yeah.
Until next time, everyone out there, thank you so much. Take care and stay safe.
Bye.